everybody, and welcome. Hope you're all having a great day. So, I thought we'd do a little bit of a checkup and catch up with Foodie Beauty because right now she's missing in action. Everybody's wondering, where's Foodie? Foodie has been strangely quiet the last few days, and everybody is wondering, is she out of Kuwait? Did she go home to Canada? Did she just hop over to another place to get her visitor visa renewed before she comes right back to give the illusion that she is still there and she never left? Nobody quite knows. But one thing I do know about Foodie, after watching her for so long, Foodie is someone that YouTube is where she makes her money. So for her to not post or do live streams for a few days, that's costing her money. And she's all about making that money, especially with being with Salah. To make him happy, she's got to give him money. So she needs to make that money. When Foodie goes quiet, it's not because she wants to be quiet. It's because she has to be quiet. For whatever reason, she has to be quiet. Although, if you ask me, I think the whole spy versus spy, covert, keeping everything under wraps, I don't want you guys to know where I am attitude is just silly. I mean, what are any of us going to do to Foodie Beauty? Even if we do know where she's at, what are we going to do? you know, what is all this spy versus spy stuff about? If she's in Kuwait, if she's in Canada, if she's in Dubai, if she's anywhere, who cares? She's doing her thing, and just all this work just to make sure that people don't know where she's at. One thing though, Foodie, if you're not a permanent resident of Kuwait, don't you think that applying for visas back to back is not going to raise an eyebrow? I mean, you're only allowed to stay in the country, I believe it's 6 months total out of a year. And you've already had two visas back to back. So, what's the plan? Are you going to overstay your visa? Because, somebody going into a country and getting multiple visas just to stay there, that's going to get someone's attention and not in the way you want it. Foodie did a vlog of sorts with Salah, and everybody is saying that her recent recorded videos, they're pre-records that she made ahead of time to kind of cover up where she's going and what she's doing. I do agree with that theory. It fits with Foodie. When she wants to go quiet and lead people in a different direction, that's what she'll do. So the newest upload that I want to cover, the eating delicious desserts at a cafe in Kuwait City, it looks like it was filmed not recently, like it was filmed a while ago. And I've got lots to say. So we're going to cover this stuff on Twitter. We're going to go over the vlog in the comments. And you guys can tell me in the comments yourselves how you feel about it. So let me just prepare you for the messiness that is Foodie Beauty by going to the Twitter first. Okay, so there's my Twitter. Let's start with something nice. This is from Bootenvegan. Ever seen a cat play on the slide? See, even the kitties want to have fun too. Wee! Just a cat minding its business, having fun on the kids' slide. That's adorable. Okay, back to Foodie from Book Lady. 2 months ago, I get that she's not sitting in this clip, but there's no doubt it was loose then. So in the newest clip, Foodie is wearing that long flannel. Is it a shirt? Is it a nightgown? I'm not sure. But in the newest clip, you'll see that flannel shirt, nightgown, whatever it is it a dress? I'm not even sure. But it was a lot more loose then. It's skin tight now to the point where the buttons are about to pop off. You'll see when we get there. Something nice from Vegan. So a friendship between a horse and a kitty. And the kitty just treats the horse like a free Uber and a place to lay down. That's so sweet. What else we got here? I found this was a really great picture, and I liked the text that went with it from Vizio Smardinia. Did I get that wrong? I'm sorry. When you want what's so much greater than yourself, there's never a chance of being finally fulfilled, and yet something very strange happens. When you want that and refuse to settle for anything else, it comes to you. People who love the divine go around with holes in their hearts, and inside the hole is the universe. Peter Kingsley Art Clay Shaper. What a beautiful piece of art. Really well done. Kind of looks like the Grim Reaper to me in a way, but extremely interesting. So I thought I'd share. Okay, this is from Sassy Parndu. So Salah did a gaming stream recently, and Chantal was all up in the chat of the gaming stream. Now, I've heard from several that where he was streaming from, it did not look like the seaside villa. It looked like another location. But here's an interesting thing that happened in the chat. So Foodie Beauty was in chat, and everybody's been wondering, is Foodie still in Kuwait? Did she go home to Canada? And Foodie was talking back and forth with Mistress of Darkness, and she says, yeah, true, Mistress. You can buy a PS5 here in Canada. They were sold out still, OMG. So why would she say that? If she's in Kuwait, why would she talk like she's in Canada? Interesting. Did she say that to lead on the reaction channels so that they would take notice? Or was it a mistake and somebody just happened to catch it? Okay, this is from Liz Erd. This is a screenshot from the newest video, which we're going to go over, saying, ma'am, the audacity of you judging Muslim women in tight clothes when you are all busting out. Those buttons need to be examined by NASA because there's some strong... So you guys just saw the clip from 2 months ago. And look at this dress, jacket. What is that thing? I don't even know. But one thing I do know, I have quite a few flannels that looks like a flannel. It looks like it's flannel material, and flannels are very, very warm. So question, Foodie, what in the blue blazes are you doing wearing a long-sleeved flannel in hot weather? You would be roasting. Like if it's really, really hot outside and the temperatures in Kuwait are between the 90s and the hundreds, why would you wear something like that? You'd be sweating every which way. It would give you heat stroke. I mean, make it make sense. It's hot outside. She's complaining about the temperature, and then she goes outside wearing a long flannel dress, blouse, whatever that thing is. And on top of that, it's too tight. It's so tight that she can't even button the bottom 2 buttons. And these buttons look like they're ready to rip off. So, like, why, Foodie? Why are you wearing things that are tight and constrictive, and it's warm material that it's going to make you sweat? And here's a closer picture from Misanthropope. I mean, look, Foodie, if this isn't an indication that you've gained a bunch of weight, I don't know what is. That flannel dress, blouse thing, it was loose on you before. That's probably why you were wearing it, and now you can barely fit in it. In another month, you won't be able to put it on. So here's another picture from Kristen. Oh, so it was a dress? So that's supposed to be a dress. Chantal is officially wearing dresses as shirts like Amberlynn does. Well, she was starting that a while ago. I noticed that Foodie was doing that a while ago, wearing dresses as blouses, because that would be the only thing that could fit around her top and her middle. But even this dress is not fitting properly. Florida Salt and Sass says, if one of those pops off in public, some poor soul is going to think they were shot. Okay, this is just side issue from shenanigans. So, like, it's a half and half of S Jam and Foodie. It's scary. Their faces nearly line up identical. Are you two related, Foodie? Are you and S Jam brother and sister? I have to wonder, ma'am. I really do. Queen of WTF says, I thought it was inappropriate to wear skin tight clothing. Now, Foodie. Also, didn't you say Salah doesn't want you to wear things that show your curves? So recently, Foodie has been criticizing Muslim women that show too much, and yet here she is. Here she is, claiming to be a newly reverted Muslim woman, wearing clothing that shows everything off. You can see the form of her body. Abayas are supposed to be very loose fitting, very flowy. That's what makes them comfortable and elegant. Foodie, you don't look anything, you don't look elegant and comfortable in that at all. Let's see. Okay, this is from Ice T. I like this saying, so I thought I'd retweet it saying, you can look out for somebody 1,000%, and they'll still put you after the people that have never done nothing for them. True. True, sir. Another one from Ice T saying, jealous people don't necessarily want what you got. They just don't want you to have it. True. Another one from Mr. Ice T. Ships don't sink because of the water around them. Ships sink because the water that gets in them. Don't let what's happening around you get inside you and weigh you down. Words to live by. Okay, now this is something inspirational. Massive amounts of respect to this person, Mr. Frank Stallone. He's on Twitter. I saw this tweet. I'm like, I got respect for you, sir. He says, doing CrossFit at nearly 400 pounds really sucks. Sharing it on Twitter, even more so. But if I face my reality, share it, and put it in the reps, I won't be 400 pounds. And someone else may be inspired to start their journey. I am unaliving obesity before it unalives me. You know what, Frank? I don't know you, sir, but mad respect to you. Mad respect. A lot of people in the comments are cheering him on and giving him encouragement. Frank, I hope that you keep on with your journey and you get to your goal. I know it's not easy, but just don't give up, sir. Don't give up. Okay, so that's it for the Twitter stuff. Let's go on to the actual video and see what Foodie has to say. And then we'll go on to the comments and call it a day. All right, let's do this.
Hi guys.
Hello, guys.
So Salah is taking me to a cafe in the heart of Kuwait City. It's a bakery. So let's go check it out. Yalla.
Let's go.
Oh, the cue in the cheesy music. I can't. No. This is filler footage. This is so sad. This vlog was not, it was 8 minutes long. And she had to add the cheesy filler footage to fill up the 8 minutes just to make it to where she can monetize it. Okay, enough with the cheesy music. Goodbye. Y'all are seeing this, right? I'm trying to get past the cheesy filler music, filler content. So out of an 8-minute video, like nearly 2 minutes of that. And Chantal, didn't you say you wanted to be on a health journey? I mean, I'm not going to lie, that desserts look great, okay? But are you someone you should be going to a bakery if you're on a health journey? And Salah, if you're over there talking about you want to be healthy, why would you do this? Why would you take someone who's got a problem with food and take them to a bakery? Why? You know how wrong that is? You sit there and you want her to be healthy, bro, yet you're going to take her to a bakery. Come on now.
First up, I have, now it might be loud because there's like fans blowing outside here. I'll show you the area. Each table area has a couple fans because it's so hot out.
Okay, excuse me. I got to take a drink. 1 second, please. Ooh, I got dry throat. All right. I got something to say about this. I do. Because let me tell you something. If it's hot outside, which I have no doubt it's hot outside, even if you got the large fans, what do fans do? Fans are not air conditioners. They don't cool the air. They just blow around the air around you. And if it's hot, if it's really hot, all they're doing is circulating hot air around you. Okay, they don't cool things off that much. Yes, it's a bit cooler in the shade, but all that those fans are doing is circulating the hot air. And Miss Mama over there is wearing a freaking flannel dress nightgown situation. And because it's so skin tight, because there's no space between the material and her skin, it's going to make her feel hotter. You know, it's so ridiculous to go outside dressed in a flannel dress or shirt or whatever that is. I just don't understand it.
Which is a pretty cool feature, I find.
You know, with the temperature being what it is over there right now, with it being in the 90s or 100 degrees, and I've heard like this week it's about 100 degrees. If you're sitting outside and you get a fan like that blowing on you, it's going to feel like you're sitting in front of a hairdryer.
So drink, I got a dragon fruit lemonade. Let's try it. Oh my gosh.
You know, I wish someone would tell Chantal that every single thing she puts in her mouth is not interesting, and we are not interested in every single thing, whether it's a liquid, whether it's a solid, whether it's a gas. We're not interested what goes into her mouth. She seems to be under the impression that all of us are interested in every single thing that she consumes or that she has contact with. Big surprise, Chantal, we're not. Because you don't make it interesting.
Very good lemon flavor. Don't taste much of the dragon fruit, but it's delicious. Very nice color, attractive color. Extra ice, of course.
You know, and you know it's not interesting because she describes mundane things that make no sense. Like, oh, let me just describe the straw. Let me describe the plastic cup. Let me describe the ice. Girl, it's a drink.
So refreshing.
Okay, so here's the treats. Whoa. All right, so we got.
How many bags did you get, Chantal? That bag looks kind of empty. So you mean to tell me they went to that bakery with all those nice looking sweets and they only got a couple? I don't believe that. I believe there's another bag stacked full of bakery goods. How much y'all want to bet? How much you want to bet? It doesn't make sense. You're going to go to a bakery and you're only going to get a couple of sweets, small ones. Those 2 sweets that they're pulling out, Chantal can eat those by herself and go back for seconds and thirds.
All this?
A mascarpone croissant. Okay, I want to break it open to show everyone.
Holy crap. Look at the size of that thing. It's about as big as her head. Again, it doesn't matter. There's another bag. They're hiding another bag off camera, I promise you. There's another bag. You don't call yourself Foodie Beauty and go to a bakery and only get 2 desserts. No, sir. You load up all you can.
Buddy, what's inside? Mascarpone cheese.
Health Journey where? Health Journey who?
Nice. Looks yummy, eh?
You know what, Salah? I'm going to say this to you. Chantal's 500 pounds. She's got a myriad of health problems. Yet, what are you doing? You're taking her to a bakery, bro. Someplace that she should not be. So, if she stays in Kuwait and something happens to her and she has a whole bunch of health problems because of all this overeating of the fast food, if she gets to a point where she is bedbound and she relies on you and you get aggravated, don't come crying to us. Because in this moment, you're taking her to a bakery and you're watching her sitting here eating all these sweets. You're co-signing on this crap. Don't come crying to all of us if she gets to a point where she completely loses her mobility and she's relying on you, because this is not me wishing those things upon Chantal. Y'all don't get it twisted. But if she's 500 pounds, and I believe she is, at one point, she's going to lose all her mobility and she's going to rely on somebody. And I think the somebody she's looking to rely on is Salah. So is this a wise thing to do, Salah? To sit there and let her indulge in food? Because at some point, it's going to catch up with her. And are you ready to take care of Chantal full time?
Beauty life. You have to try.
Sure, baby. Bismillah. Mmm.
Good.
So she's got that big honking croissant. Huge. It looks like something that 4 or 5 people could share easily. He took off a little bitty... He took off a little smidgen of that huge croissant and let her have the rest. Probably because he figured, oh, I can only take a little bit. If I take more than that, she's going to get mad at me. They got 2 desserts, though. Why isn't he eating the other dessert?
So good for the breakfast.
Delicious, eh?
Yeah.
This is huge.
You know, there were a lot of choices in that bakery. There were a lot of desserts. Of course, Chantal would pick the biggest one. Girl, at this point, you might as well just buy yourself a whole cake and get it over with.
Okay.
You could have picked a smaller, say, cupcake or muffin or something like that. That would have been good. You know, smaller desserts means you're keeping on track of your portion sizes. But no, Chantal had to get the biggest thing in the window.
The other one?
Yeah, I'm gonna put this back for now.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, hold on.
Whoa, we have a chocolate cookies here.
Oh, you know what she's doing? You know what she just did? So she made sure to take out that huge croissant and eat off of that a little bit. And now she's eating the second one and she's going to eat off of that. You know why she's doing that, y'all? Because that's her claiming both desserts so that Salah won't eat them. She's not going to eat just one and leave the other one behind, and maybe he might want it later. No, she's going to make sure to eat off both of them because that's her way of saying, this is mine. I'm eating these. She's got serious food aggression, but that's something that she does. Like, if I bite it, it's mine. So that he won't have it.
Here. Look from inside.
Yum.
Cool.
Look at the way she's handing it to him. Like she doesn't want to. She doesn't want to let go of that dessert. You know, she's thinking, I really don't want to give that to you, but I have to act like I'm generous. So yeah, here's half the dessert. That's okay. We'll go back and get more after the camera's turned off. And again, he took like one little piece, one tiny little piece. So of that huge croissant, he got like a little piece, a little torn off piece. And whatever that thing is that she's holding, he just got a little piece. And you know what I keep thinking about right now, y'all? I remember a live stream that she did with Natter. They were in his bedroom and they had the pita pizza and they had this mango cheesecake dessert, and she ate pretty much all of it. And there was one slice of it left on her plate. And Natter said he wanted a little bit of it. She had like a little piece on her fork. So he took the piece off her fork and she freaked out. She was like, no. And she immediately took her hand, she grabbed up the last piece and she shoved it in her mouth just so he couldn't have it. I'm telling you, she's got food aggression real bad. So Salah's just taking the barest minimum of those desserts and letting her have the rest so she won't rage.
Mm.
Oh my gosh. Chewy. It tastes homemade.
Looks creamy, by the way. Very nice. Mm. The other one?
We got one more thing to try.
Last but not least.
Yeah.
Oh, they got 3? Yeah, I told you. There's another bag somewhere, y'all. I guarantee there's another bakery bag that they bought. They're not showing on camera. 3 desserts for her. 3. And she's got to try all 3. This is why if you have a problem with food, you cannot be near your Temptations foods, especially multiple Temptations foods, because you'll want them all at the same time. I mean, look at her. She got 3 desserts and she's like, I got to try this and I got to try this and I got to try this. Guarantee you she ate all those desserts by herself.
Oh my god. Look at the size of this.
It's like mushroom.
It's a croissant muffin with salted caramel inside.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I want to go back to something. So we're at 5 minutes, 46 seconds. I want to see something. All right, y'all are seeing right now, right? 5 minutes, 46 seconds. Y'all are seeing right here. You're looking. Look at the desserts. Okay, so they got some smaller desserts. Okay. Some of these are not like super huge. Some of them are, but some of them aren't. And she purposely picked the biggest ones. She picked the biggest ones when she didn't have to. She could have picked something smaller or picked a big one and given at least half of that to Salah, but she made sure to pick the biggest ones.
Chewy. It tastes homemade.
Looks creamy, by the way. Very nice. Mm. The other one?
We got one more thing to try.
What? So you she bought 4 of them.
Last but not least.
Yeah. Oh my god. Look at the size of this.
It's like mushroom.
It's a croissant muffin
Oh wait, I screwed up. I'm sorry, my bad. That's the same one. I just went back too far. Sorry.
with salted caramel inside.
Uh-huh. Nice.
Okay. So, whoa. So messy.
I love it from the view only.
Just looking at it,
Yeah.
it's so good. All right, let me try a bite, and then I'll give you a big bite.
And by the way, Chantal, look, you're filming. Salah is actually filming you. Was there nowhere that you guys could sit where nobody would be behind you on camera? Because you're just showing people left and right. You did this video. YouTube editor comes with a blur tool, which is simple to use. Even if you did this video, why couldn't you blur out the people behind you? That would have been really respectful. Or you could have saved yourself the trouble and found a location to film in, like a corner near a wall or something where nobody would be in the shot. I think it's disrespectful to film people without their permission over there. I don't know what happened right there, but they just did like that jump cut. And Salah got all kinds of quiet and pointed the phone down. Maybe somebody said something to them, or there was somebody behind him. I don't know, but that just seemed weird to do the jump cut like that and then him pointing the phone down.
Yummy, lovely custard.
It's so delicious. It's like a salty caramel flavored custard, exactly.
Mm.
Not too sweet. And they really fill it a lot. So those desserts were super impressive and delicious and amazing. I've never seen such a huge croissant filled to the brim with cheese. Mascarpone cheese is underrated.
You know, she probably loaded up on desserts while she was there. I guarantee you they walked away from that place with at least 3 bags of desserts because Chantal can scream to the heavens, I don't have a sweet tooth, but we know otherwise. How can she go to a bakery like that and not load up on sweets?
My opinion. So good. Is that what they use in like traditional cheesecake? I'm not sure. Anyway, sorry about the fan noise. I just wanted to share this nice posh cafe with you. This lemonade is legit. Pink is my favorite color. So we're gonna take the rest of these goodies home.
Even the bag is pink.
Yeah. We're gonna take everything home and eat it later because it's just so big and messy to eat in public, and we have other places to go. So, all right, guys. So we're gonna end the video here. Thanks for coming along, and we'll see you in the next video.
See you guys. Goodbye.
Bye.
مع السلامة.
So that was the video. Let's go on to the comments. I want to see what the people have to say. Yeah, people, Starburst says, hey, Chantal, will you be returning to Canada or visiting a nearby Gulf country for your visit renewal? I know this is a sensitive topic for you, understandably, but it could provide useful information to those wanting to make multiple visits to the ME. The thing is, like I said, I think she's trying to circumvent the system somehow, because if she were doing everything above board, why wouldn't she say? Why is she going deathly quiet? Like, why? Like, why is she hiding? You hide when you do something you know you're not supposed to do. Susanna Love says, wish you would do more in your videos. It's always the bare minimum. Well, here's the thing. Those of you that are supporters of Chantal, those of you that are subscribed to Chantal, understand the power that you hold and don't be afraid to use it. If you watch Chantal and if you're not happy with her content, if enough of you took the stance and the attitude of, you know what, Chantal, you've been phoning it in for the longest. You've given us lazy, uninspiring content. So either pick up the slack and give us something worth watching or go elsewhere. If enough people had that attitude, Foodie might actually respond with good content. But as long as those of you that watch her, you let her get away with just doing barely anything, she's going to continue to do it. You know, if you reward bad behavior, the bad behavior will continue. If you say enough is enough, I'll be subscribed, but I'm not watching until you give me something worth watching. If enough people do that, then she'll say, oh my, people aren't watching like they used to. Why is that? She'll be kind of forced to go to the table and actually make some positive changes. Fallen Midnight Jaguar says, why didn't Salah buy something to eat except for a drink? He had no intention of wanting even small bites. Would have been great to see your eyes if they were a bit happier today without the sunglasses for the ending. This felt like a scripted video. Well, that's because all their videos are scripted. Salah says what she wants him to say. She tells him what to say. And I don't think he was really into the bakery thing. I think that was more for Chantal. As I said, she's got a sweet tooth. From everything I've seen, Salah really isn't into junk food like she is. So it was more of a trip for her. It was her coming to him and saying, hey, we need some content for the channel. And the bonus for her would be content for the channel, plus she gets to go to a bakery and indulge in sweets. So that was her indulging her problem with food and disguising it with, hey, Salah, we need content. Let's go to a bakery. Ruzi says, I thought she was having the cookie to share, then said, do you want a piece? For him to break a small piece off. Also, you need a larger shirt that looks so uncomfortable. Yeah, it does look uncomfortable, especially for a hotter climate. Flannel and hotter climate, relish on a burger? I mean, why are you wearing flannels in 100-degree heat? That's just an absolute no. That's something you should not do. But Chantal is doing it. Maybe it's because she's running out of things to wear. I mean, the more weight she gains, the harder it is for her to find things that will cover her. So that flannel shirt, dress, whatever it is, not looking too comfortable, Chantal, and looking way too hot for summer heat in Kuwait. Mia says, how was it sitting outside in the heat? Can't imagine the fans would have been much help except to whoosh the hot air around. Did you film this when the weather was cooler? I think she did. I think that her and Salah, when they go out to film content, that she films a lot. And she knows the reaction channels and the community. We notice the details. So she films a lot of footage, and she doesn't film it in chronological order. She sometimes will mix things up just to keep people confused. Like all the thinking that she does to try to throw people off the track. If only she would take that and improve herself, she would be accomplishing great things. But she puts all of that think tanking in the wrong place. Foodie says in reply, it wasn't too bad with the fans. They were efficient. No, they weren't. Because you guys didn't spend too much time there. Chantal, I used to live in Cali, okay? When it's August and it's 100 degrees inside your house, even if you have box fans running, all those box fans can do is just blow the hot air around. They don't help very much. They can't cool off the air. So I would imagine those bigger fans, they can't do much. They're just keeping the air moving, but they're not cooling off the air. And you're over there with a freaking flannel on. Grilled cheese says, LMAO, y'all remember when the dress oversized isn't the point of being a Muslim, not to wear tight clothing. One wrong move, that thing's going to break. Right. It's time to retire that flannel dress blouse, Chantal. It's too tight. I've worn things that are not even half as tight as that shirt. There's no moving around in it. It's time to retire it. You got to find something else to wear. Jade says, you are pre-diabetic. Why are you eating and drinking so much sugar? Because she can. Because she doesn't care about her health. She knows she's in bad health and she doesn't give a crap. That's why. Let's see. Miss Danny says she's gained so much weight. Chantal replies with, actually, I'm the same weight. I've been for quite a while. I did a recent weigh-in. You can check it out. Chantal, you're not the same weight. You've gained so much since you've been in Kuwait. You gained a lot on your first visit. You gained even more on your second visit. Miss Danny says in reply, I trust my eyes over your weigh-in. So do I, Miss Danny. I trust my eyes over her bogus weigh-ins. You know, a scale may lie if you mess around with it, but the eyes don't lie. Everybody thinks the desserts look amazing. Elaine says, boring AF. The real Charles says, we know you're in Canada. Go live. I don't know if she's in Canada. There's been talk that she might have just gone to another country or something. But she's maybe just driving a couple of hours away and waiting for her visa to be renewed before she drives back. I mean, there's all kinds of theories. Until we see Chantal again, we won't know what's going on. But I've also heard that visas are not being renewed. So that might be a problem for her. Also, as I said before, Chantal, if you're someone and you keep applying for visas back to back to back, that's going to raise some eyebrows. You know, that's going to look really, really suspicious. How many times can you do that before it catches up with you? You know, like agencies, I'm sure they take note of things like that. When someone's been in, say, Kuwait for 3 months and then their visa expires and they get another one and then expires and they get another one and another one and another one, it looks weird. It looks really weird. Let's see. Gabriel says, are you learning Arabic? You should. It will help you connect with the people and culture more. It's extremely hard language, but not impossible. See, Chantal's been in Kuwait for months. And if she wants to live over there and if she wants to be around Salah, she should make an effort to learn how to speak Arabic. But in all the time that she's been over there, she really hasn't learned very much. So isn't it strange that she wants to be there and yet she's not doing what she could do to know how to get around or talk to people? Let's see. Looking for another comment. It looks like Chantal edited a lot of the comments. A lot. She'll go through periodically and edit the comments or use her socks to give herself fake engagement. Okay, so that's it for the comments. So hope you guys have enjoyed this react video. It's kind of short today. That's okay. We'll know eventually where Chantal is. She'll pop up somewhere. Do I think she went home to Canada? Maybe not. I think she's holed up somewhere close and she's waiting to renew her visa. Will they renew it? Don't know about that. But we'll find out. We'll find out what happens. As I said to you guys in the beginning of this video, if Chantal has disappeared from YouTube, if she's gone quiet, it's not because she wants to be quiet. It's because she has to be quiet. YouTube is how she makes her money. And every day that she doesn't post something, she's losing money. So why would she willingly lose money? Unless there's something going on in the background and she has to be quiet. She can't show where she is. She can't give us any clues. I mean, if everything were fine, she could do a community post. But she's doing nothing. She's gone completely silent. Coupled also with the fact that she deleted quite a few videos lately. So what are you hiding, Foodie? What exactly are you hiding from? We'll find out later. So thanks everybody for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. Please take care of yourselves and have a good one. Bye-bye.